Hi, my name's Liam Savage, and I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about playing the cajon.
This is a cajon, and it's a drum that originated in Peru, and it has a thin wooden face on the front, has hard wooden sides on the side, and a hole for the air to come out. Now it has guitar strings running around in the corners. Some of them have them running down all the way to the face. But anyway, if you know anything about music, you know that there's 4 main beats. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how they're counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the simplest beat you can do. Those 4 beats can get broken down into 8 beats, which are counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That way you get 8. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So then it can be broken down further into 16th notes, but we'll stick with 8ths to keep it simple. So when you're coming up with your own beats, the most important thing is you time your beats differently, so you can skip some of those beats in the 8th while you're counting, or you can add doubles, whatever. So for example, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You know, eventually you're not going to have to count it. I find counting confusing and it throws me off. I just kind of follow along with the kind of the rhythm. You get into a groove when you start playing, and you can kind of move with it. It helps you stay in rhythm. So now that's the same beat. I'm just adding a double bass on the first note. So you can add variations when you're changing from verse to chorus in a song if you're playing with a band. So say you're doing something like and you change the beat from one to the other by adding the accents in the snare. So there's different ways to hit the cajon. So you can hit it with the flat of your hand. Also you can turn your fingers like this. It allows you to go a little bit faster because you're using your wrist rather than moving your whole arm when you're slapping. So you can get beats like another technique that you can do is if you use your foot like this, it changes the beat. So all I'm doing is I'm pressing my foot against the cajon. So what that does is, say I'm doing this. So it gives it a nice feel. It's something different. Alright, so you get the best sound right there in the middle, and the snares are up in the corner. So let's see. I'll play some more beats for you, and you can just follow along and practice. Basically, that's all it is. Practice, practice, and you will get better. So I'll play from the side now so you can see my hands. So what I did right there is I used my fingers like this, and it gave me a different sound. So another way that I time is I make little taps in between my main hits. So these little taps that I make, they don't really add to the sound, but it helps me keep time. It's part of that 8th note. It's like as if I'm always adding 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But then I vary from that and make the bass and the snare. So if you really want to get into, I'll do a few more simple beats for you. Alright, when you get into the more complex beats, you can get now if you listen to the main beat of that, it's all I'm doing is I'm adding things like that and adding complexity to the simpler underlying beat. So let's see. That you want to have a driving beat when it's a fast tempo song. So if you're doing something quicker, you want it to keep it moving. You want to keep the song moving. So. Let's see. When you're doing something more down-tempo, it's best to just stick with some of the simpler beats. Something, you know. Now what I'm doing is I'm hitting it right here on my hand. So that's why you're not seeing the slap, but now what that does is you can tell it gives it a softer sound rather than, and again you can use your fingers like that. You can use your knuckles. You know, you have to experiment and practice, and you'll get better. So just keep practicing beats, and good luck. So, and good luck.